Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Driving on the ground here with Barkley. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Throwing now off the play action. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Forced out to his right. Throws this one deep down the right side. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay has it. And the Commanders will take over as he records his first interception of our season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
180.
He's down on the ground with Gibbs. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. He gets a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 31-yard line.
Again, it's Gibbs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'd really break the backs of the defense.
Buys time, rolling right. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Throwing again is Lamar. He's got it near the 8. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders parlay the interception into points. Chris Olave with the touchdown. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the upright. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7.
14. Falcons 7.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Tranquil brings him to the ground.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
The 37-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw here. Gets it to him on the screen. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Turn his TV off, turn his TV off, turn his TV off, turn his TV off, turn his TV off.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Go! 70 Timberwolves. 60 Bobcats.
They'll air it out on 3rd. The Commanders' rush brings him down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And he'll signal the fair catch. Brings this one in comfortably right at the midfield stripe.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Lamar off the play fake. Ooh, put some air under this one. Right side. That one connects. And that's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders keep their drive alive and reach Pater one play later.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, chicken dinner.
Falcons 7.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Darius Davis to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Falcons will have a first.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Toss play to Barkley. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Back to throw now. Completed over the middle. He gets it up a little shy of midfield. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. That's a pickup of 9. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
And the Falcons 1st down.
He'll look to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
18, Rattler, 18, Mustang 19.
Throwing on 2nd. Chased out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Shut up. 18, 19, Lion. Shut up.
Throw here, third down. Going deep here for the end zone. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 4th and long. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
Panther 11. 79 Bronco. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 19 tight. 19 tight. Buffalo 18. Go.
He'll look to throw on 4th down. He's loaded another one up. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Darius Slay has it. And they get to him and tackle him on the return. But will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. A costly penalty flag there as that turns 4th down into 1st and 10. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Let's go now. Check go.
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. Setting up the running back screen. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. Give him 13 on that play. And the Falcons will have a first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
The left side, caught by Davis. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a 36-yard look from the left hand. Prater puts it through. And that'll get him back to 11.
And with that one, you're going to see some salty foul moves in that locker room. You hate all turnovers. But that one led to 3 points, and you hate those even more.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Return starts at the 9. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Prater on to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Forward. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Throw right side, cut by Olave. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Commanders will have a first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. He's going to bring this down to their 35. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Going to the ground again on Brooks. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
On first down, right back to Gibbs. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Lamar now from the gun. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders push their lead to 18.
Commanders 28, Falcons 10.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. Showing a little burst so far. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Handoff headed right, Buckley. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And that will not be enough for a first down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game, and failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They're going for this. Pass complete. Screenplay. Trying to find some positive yardage. He's across the 45. And he works this down to the 41. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Go! 60 Eagles. Take off.
Buckley on the shotgun handoff. He is down to the 30-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Handoff headed right. It's Akers. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. Eric Armstead there on the stop.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4.
Come on.
They'll work against the blitz. Into the hands of Ganson. And in for the other touchdown. The Falcons start the second half with some needed points. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Now Prater on to send it away. And he didn't strike that one true, Brock. It came down short of the landing zone he had to reach, so give them the football up at the 40. First down throw for Jackson. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He's looking for his back to Jahmyr Gibbs there. And it's going to be second down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
So after the incompletion, still at that 40-yard line for 2nd and 10. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Another one for Gibbs. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be knocked away. May have saved a completion there. And that brings us to the end of our 3rd quarter. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It is the Commanders with the football and a nice lead, too, as they try to finish off this win. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. The Commanders take a timeout. It's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Gibbs now from the gun. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. That sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
And the Commanders' first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Escapes the pocket. He's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
At the 2-yard line.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Trying to run with Gibbs. And he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders making a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
17.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60. Check go.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down, on with Barkley. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. Now a pause to attend to an injured player, and this is a worrying sight. It is Saquon Barkley who was hurt on the play. Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down.
18 guard, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing off the play fake. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Barkley gets it on third down. And they fought their way through to stop him behind the line. It's going to be fourth now and less than a yard. Now a pause to attend to an injured player, and this is a worrying sight. It is Saquon Barkley who was hurt on the play. Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on fourth down. Desperation time here. It's complete. Play made by Cup. And they make the tackle at the 38. That's a gain of 10. And staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Cougar 19.
They'll try the right side with Akers. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Going all the way to the end zone here. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, kid. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
Sends this to the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
19
Here goes. Got to have this on fourth down. He's going to try another deep one here. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did. You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Get on! Get on!
Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Has it in close. Down the left sideline he goes. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders continue piling on to this lead.
17.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there, and that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10.
Ready? 70 Lions.
They're going play action. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
That was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Second and 10, still at the 28.
Let's go now. Hawk 7.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Taking a deep shot here. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. No throw, third and long. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to fourth down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. Throw is caught by the back. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Not helping themselves with that penalty, and now lining up to try this fourth down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Punting unit out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. And he'll make the fair catch. Didn't make it to the 50. This one just short of midfield.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Onward. First and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Commanders close to beginning the year 4-0. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Commanders will have a first.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
First down, and they go right back to it. It's out. Gibbs lost it on the hit. And the Falcons scoop it up. And that right there is going to be the spot they take over as they pick up a couple extra yards on the fumble return.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
We give inside to Akers. And Race drives quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Setting up to throw. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. Defense contains him, that's going to force 4th down as he's dropped for a loss.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB, you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
Desperation time here on 4th. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And he had it, but no, can't complete the process of the catch. And they wind up turning it over on downs.
Hey, I get it, it's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Motion man sent left. They're going to pass it here. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Commanders continue piling it on here in the 4th. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returnable from the 2. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. On the gun, here's Akers. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.